And because the taxi was full, the driver of the taxi put it in the back. He drove us to our location, and he lost everything I had. I was not very happy. I had my passport there. We had all the church information. I had studies that had taken me hundreds of hours to write down. And the man in the taxi lost it. What would you do? Would you attack him? Smash him in the face? Would you choke him till he dies? Oh, sorry. No, you can't do that. Should I curse at him? I still have to remain a Christian. But I wasn't very happy. He says, oh, I'm going to find it. How are you going to find my... We went down like 20 roads. Now, if someone's driving here in Uganda, and they have a nice piece of luggage, and it fell on the street in a busy area, say in the middle of the city, how long would it last there? A long time? Or would somebody pick it up, go through it, take some valuable items out of it, and maybe throw it away? That's what would happen to my understanding. So now I lost all my documentations and everything that was important. And this man was getting very nervous. And so we started driving. He says, I'm going to find it. We started offering a reward. A man comes running across the street. He's waving my passport. He said, I have your passport. I said, how is this possible? How can somebody find it and then find me? So we went to his house, and he told us the story. He said he was driving his motorcycle, and he saw the piece of luggage on the road. So we went to pick it up. This documentation, if somebody calls, I have it here. This man was not a Christian, but he started hearing a voice speaking in his ear. Get on your motorcycle and take a ride. Now he knew where he had found it. But that's not where we were. That's not where we were. So he found it on one road here, and in his mind he wanted to go back there. But we did not know where he found it, and we were over there. He said as he's driving down the road, and he's not even a Christian, he said he's hearing a voice speaking to him. Take a right. Take a left. Take another right. Go over here. And he drove right to where we were. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. So when he told me this testimony in the house, I was amazed. So we gave him a small reward, which we had promised the people. Of course, but then the Lord started speaking to me. He said, all this happened not for you just to give him a reward. This happened you may preach salvation to him. So we started telling him about Jesus. He immediately fell upon his knees. The wife got down for prayer. The son came down for prayer. When we started praying, the neighbor said, what's going on? We're asking Jesus in. So the neighbors came for prayer. And right there, many people came to Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And I heard he's been serving the Lord and his family ever since. So sometimes what you think is the worst thing that could be happening, God's allowing it to happen so you can bring many souls to Christ. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So Jesus had said to the centurion, I will come into your house and I'm going to heal this servant. But then the centurion, he answered the Lord. He said, I'm not even worthy that you should come into my house. If you say the word only, my servant is going to be healed. He said, you do not even have to come into my house. I don't feel worthy for someone like you to enter into my house. But if you would send your word alone has enough power that even if my servant is asleep, even if my servant does not know what's going on, your word has power. Your word has authority. And if you speak the word, my servant is going to be healed. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Then he started to explain to Jesus. He said, I'm a man, I also have authority. I have many soldiers that are underneath me. If I say to one soldier, come over here, that soldier is going to come over here. And if I speak to another soldier, you need to come here right now, that soldier better come here right now. So this man understood what the word of authority would do. Because he had power within the Roman soldiers. But Jesus has a lot of areas of authority. He has authority in the weather. He has authority concerning the demons. He has authority concerning sickness. So this man recognized, I have my small area of authority. But he has his very large area of authority. And then when Jesus heard him, he was very happy about that. And he spoke to the man. He said, I have not found so great faith anywhere in Israel. And Jesus was talking about how that they were going to come from the east and the west to come into the kingdom of heaven. But there's some other people that's going to be cast out into outer darkness. In other words, some people think they're all set. I know God, I know everything. I don't need to receive what you're talking about. I don't really have to be born again, they may tell you. I have my religion.